welcome to the news on Canal de English. The time is 4 o'clock here in Douala, the littoral regional capital. I am Elie Smith. The headlines. Cameroon has great touristic potentials, but poorly exploited and poorly marketed. In this newscast, we showcase one of them, the Nkumkam waterfalls. There are some people who think Cameroon is progressing, but Kongsamba, once a flourishing town in East Cameroon before unification with West Cameroon, is an example that the country and its main towns are on a downward spiral. Gina Fonjaleke tells us why in this newscast. Those were the headlines. Today is World Population Day. July 11 is observed as World Population Day. This year's celebration is dubbed family planning, that is empowering people in developing nations. The focus is to examine how family planning can be a veritable strategy in the reduction of maternal death. Actors in the field of family planning will be educating people on how they can successfully plan and lead a healthy life. Still on another note, the National Episcopal Conference has released a statement declaring that they have not yet received the corpse of their late colleague, Bishop of Bafia, His Lordship Jean-Marie Benoit Mbala. The communique signed by the President, His Grace Samuel Kleda, on yesterday, the 10th of July, insists that the Catholic Church will only collect the corpse after thorough check and identification. They have insisted that their colleague was brutally murdered. This is in contradiction to an earlier communique signed by the Attorney General of the Center Province. The splendor of the Nkumkam waterfall cannot be overemphasized. Located in Mongo Division, the fall raises up to 80 meters above sea levels, making it one of the biggest in Africa. The fall receives more than 300 tourists every month, and it was in the jungle of these fall that the legendary movie Tarzan was shot. Let's listen or watch together this report by our special envoy there at Nkumkam, Ms. Regina Fonjaleke.
It hasn't been easy hiking up to this point, but yes, we are right here at the Nkumkam waterfall, just right behind me. And this fall is reputed as one of Cameroon's tourist destination. The fall rises up to about 80 meters and it is located in the Bakem subdivision of the Mongo Division littoral region. And yes, it is right at the jungle where scenes of the legendary movie Tarzan were shot.
By our reporter who was on the field. Let's now watch together her report and what made them to go there for Cameroonians to discover the potentials of Nkumkam waterfalls.
It is reputed to be one of the largest falls in Africa. This is a Nkumkam waterfall located 30 kilometers from Kongsamba in the Bakem subdivision, Mongo Division, littoral region. In a bid to discover the spectacular site, Littoral Regional Delegation of Tourism organized a trip on Saturday, July 8, 2017, with the objective of showcasing Cameroon's splendor.
We have organized this excursion so as to permit us to visit some touristic sites in the littoral region. We are now in the Mongo Division, and we want all the Cameroonians to know these beautiful sites and to visit them every time.
The trip started off at the premises of the Delegation of Tourism in Douala. At exactly 7:30 a.m., More than 30 persons boarded a bus en route for an adventure of a lifetime. In the bus, anxious excursionists listen to a field guide who gives the travelers a taste of what awaits them. The crew made their first stop at Kongsamba, where they paid a courtesy visit to administrative authorities of the division. The team will later visit a local enterprise involved in the manufacturing of cheese with local products from the Mount Maneguba. The next stop was at Villa Luciole, a magical resort site that lodges guests who come to visit the mountain and the Ekonkam waterfall. Then came the big moment, journey to the Ekomkam Fall. The excited and anxious travelers were welcomed by the divisional officer for Bare Bakem, Madame Wanja Germain, who congratulated the delegate of tourism for choosing Ekomkam Fall. Getting to the waterfall wasn't easy. Excursionists hiked the slopey path to the site, and on seeing the fall, many say the pain was worth it.
I think this trip is good because we see many nice things. We come here, it's beautiful, it's quietful, it's a bit hot. It's way down to go, but when we're there, it's worth it. We think it's very good to be here. The surrounding, everything around is good to say, okay, you're here now, just enjoy it.
Africa is beautiful, and we need to talk more about it, because staying in Cameroon for so long, and it's today, I understand that we have such a thing, that you don't need to go to Kenya, you don't need to go to other countries, that we have it here in Cameroon is something very beautiful.
However, the visitors have made some recommendations.
The way to come here, it's not very well indicated. Not everybody can come with any car. We need to be a special car, 4x4 or pickup or whatever. But it's not very easy to come. Maybe it's the only thing that can be a bit improved.
And I would like that the delegates for this tourism department should do more of it. Much Cameroonian need to know about their country before trying to know more about others.
The Ekomkam waterfall, just like other tourist destinations in the country, continue to attract more foreigners than locals. It is hoped that many more Cameroonians will start patronizing their sites.
We still stay in the Mongo division and its divisional capital, that is Konsamba, once rated as the third largest town in East Cameroon prior to reunification. Today is described as a cursed city by most of its inhabitants. Why? Simply because while other parts of the city or of the country or other towns are developing, Konsamba, which used to be the terminal of the Western Railway line, is on a decline. And once again, our reporter was there, the one and only Gina Leke, tells us why Konsamba is on a downward spiral.
It was once rated as Cameroon's third economic city after Douala and Yaoundé. Today, Konsamba is on a decline. The reason for this, most people have said, is due to the drastic fall in the prices of coffee in early 2000.
You can consider Konsamba was the third city in the nation Cameroon. Why? Because we have the culture of coffee, and we have people like Gregor, Zunian, Zuvelos, who are exporting coffee worldwide. But after some time, the price of coffee dropped, and this brought discouragement for farmers, and started cutting the coffee plant.
Faced with high level of unemployment, the youth of Konsamba have embarked on massive exodus for greener pastures.
And today, many youth leave the town to go to Douala and Yaoundé like that. And you can see poverty in the town, poverty all over.
For the time I have been in Konsamba, I can say as time goes on, there are no changes. The town is only regressing. The authorities do not do their job. Here am I on a motorcycle. I pay all my documents. It's not easy as a motorbike rider. When you go out, you cannot come back home with up to 2,000 francs. Concerned natives believe that Konsamba youths can switch to other productive activities.
We hope that one day maybe people can start now planting cocoa, because worldwide we can see that the price of cocoa is high in the international market, because Thailand and Banga Mombo live because of the planting or the harvesting of cocoa.
The absence of companies also makes things difficult. There are no companies in Kongsamba. Nothing is functioning. That's why most of our children, when they grow up, they run away from the town. Our roads are destroyed. There is an ongoing sensitization to encourage Kongsamba youth to return home. It is hoped that the town of Kongsamba can return to its glorious days and contribute to Cameroon's economic growth.
Well, we wish the people of Kongsamba and the people of Cameroon good luck. From the Mongo division, we move up north to the northwest region, where the presence of the Bambila and the Fulanis from Nigeria in the northwest region of Cameroon has forced an interministerial delegation led by the Director of Civil Protection at the Ministry of Territorial Administration to visit that locality. Our reporter, Annette Efetier Sommet, tells us why. We were the first to break the news, and now we are going to be the first again to give you more details on why the people, the Bambilas and the Fulanis, are flooding Cameroonian towns and villages.
The presence of the Mambilas and the Fulanis from Nigeria in the northwest region of Cameroon has forced an interministerial delegation led by the Director of Civil Protection at the Ministry of Territorial Administration and Decentralization to visit this part of the country. They were in Mwa subdivision of the Ndonga Mantung. It is feared these displaced persons might be coming with health and other problems that need urgent attention.
The dangers that may come, first is cholera. Second, maybe some of them may be contaminated within measles and yellow fever. So the risk of spread here is high now.
So we have to sensitize the population on basic hygiene measures that they have to take to avoid such an outcome of cholera, because you find people defecating just in the open environment. We have tried to talk to them so that they can know, and then we have also mobilized like the quarterhead to see to it that they dig at least 2 pit toilets.
Officials of the High Commission for Refugees were in the delegation. Their goal to see how these displaced persons can get material, health, food, and other assistance. The Nigerians have thanked the Cameroonian government.
As he managed to migrate here, he thanked the people of Cameroon that they hold them with 2 hands. Yes, that is what he was saying. That is what he's saying.
Though all is being put in place to make their stay comfortable, the mayor of Mwa says he is skeptical about their presence.
Which makes me suspicious of whether they are actually running away or they are, because you can't see somebody carrying car when you are running for your dear life. So that makes me become very suspicious of the danger in which they are, because they are coming. For instance, in that young day, 436 carters are coming from there. Then if the grass gets finished, what happens? They have to start eating the corn.
Some 3 weeks back, these 2 Nigerian communities of farmers and grazers fought, what led to the death of men, animal, and heavy material damage.
The University of Buea now has a new vice-chancellor in the person of Professor Horace Ngomo Manga, but the new chancellor's installation witnessed a massive strike action by students who used the occasion to denounce fake certificates. It will be recalled that the University of Buea's image has been recently dragged into the mud following allegations that the mother Anglo-Saxon University offered admission to the mayor of Buea, Ikema Patrick, who did not fulfill the necessary conditions for the award of a degree. In the United States, at least 16 people have been killed after a U.S. Marine plane crashed in the U.S. state of Mississippi. Officials say all the 16 victims were on the plane and there were no survivors. The plane, a CK-130 transport aircraft, crashed late on Monday in rural Mississippi, about 135 kilometers north of the state capital, Jacksonville. It is on that sad note that we'll put in an end to our news this afternoon here at Canal de English. And coming up next is a rebroadcast of the program Obusi, presented by Cletus the Senator. And here at 8 p.m. will be Henry Kejang Atembe. Tomorrow is another day, God willing.